Well, it's always fun when you find a big leaguer that loves the hobby of baseball cards as much as you do. And Will Klein, one of the newest Dodger relievers, was spotted at a local baseball card shop in the San Fernando Valley. So Will Klein is here joining us. Will, thanks a lot for the time. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You know, when you start pitching for the Dodgers on this stage and you have that beard, you can't just walk into any baseball card shop and not be recognized.
No, you're true. Although a lot of times they go for May or Kopech. I don't get a lot of Kleins yet, but yeah, it's hard not to go. You look familiar, and then they're like, oh shoot, you know. And so that's you kind of get found out quick.
How quickly did it take for you to be spotted?
So I'd messaged them and the owner, and like we kind of set that up ahead of time. But a couple of the employees in there were like you look familiar. Like, are you Will Klein? I was like, oh yeah. I'm like, like that's one. Most of the times, it's still Dustin, but he trimmed his hair a little bit, so we're getting less of that. But it was kind of cool. But yeah, I'd talked to like the owner and kind of got like a little tour of that set up ahead of time.
So baseball cards are something that we expect fans to love, but not necessarily the actual baseball players. Is this a recent you got back into it, or you never lost the kid in you?
I don't think I ever lost it. Like grow up collecting, Pokemon baseball cards, and Dad collected and stuff like that. And then you get a little bit more adult money. You're like, what did I like doing when I was a kid? And then, we got back into Pokemon cards, and then like with baseball, you're play with so many guys. You're like, looking for teammates, looking for like guys you played with coming up and stuff, and like collecting their cards, collecting your cards. And so I just think trying to get people like definitely makes it a little more interesting. And so that's kind of where we refound that.
When you open up baseball card packs or Pokemon packs, doesn't it feel like Christmas every time?
It does, until you don't get what you're looking for, and then you go buy more.
What are you looking for, Will Klein?
Oh, I'm like I said, I'm looking for, myself and guys I play with.
A lot of baseball fans have some familiarity with the T206 American Tobacco card set. Of course, features the famous Hannes Wagner card. What we have here are 3 cards from the lesser-known T205 set, which really was a successor to T206. T206 came out in 1909. These 3 cards, as part of the T205 set, came out in 1911.
Makes you feel wanted, a little more special when some other teams don't want you, and then they go out and get you, and you're like, all right, well, it's the Dodgers. They see something. And so working with Connor and Pryor and Bardo and all of them has really helped. Different alleys each way, like just throwing more strikes, adding some varieties a little more, and just like having those guys behind you, like believing in you, and other guys around, like how they like carry themselves and stuff is like definitely helps, especially with all the guys we have in the locker room. And so seeing that and then being a part of that makes you feel like that yourself, and running out of that bullpen with this place packed cheering for you is pretty sick. So that definitely instills a little like confidence, a little swagger too. And so it's been different than past experiences, and we're having fun. So
love it, Will Klein. Stick around long enough so we could collect a Will Klein Dodgers baseball card.
That's the dream. I need another one this year. I think I had one in Heritage, but I didn't make Topps Chrome, which is sad. But yeah, the Will Klein Dodgers card goes sick. I try to rainbow that one.
I love it. Will, great talking to you, and we'll check back in with you a little bit later in the season about how the card collecting is going. Thanks a lot for the time.
Thanks for having me.
There he is, the man, Tim. Will Klein. Look for him at a local hobby shop near you.
Yeah, spotted him here in Burbank at the hobby shop, trying to get some Pokemon and baseball cards. Love that, adding to his collection. Dodgers baseball coming up as they take on the Minnesota Twins on this Wednesday. Dodgers going for the series win over Minnesota with Tyler Glasnow on the mound. We'll dive deeper into that pitching matchup when we come back. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Another pitch, another play, and another legendary moment with the boys in blue. But what makes the game even better? A beer that's beyond ordinary. Asahi Super Dry. With its crisp, clean taste and bold character, Asahi goes beyond what you expect in a beer. It's a drink for those who crave more. So whether you're cheering for a walk-off or just exploring new experiences, grab an Asahi Super Dry and go beyond the ordinary. Because with Asahi, it's always beyond expect. Asahi Super Dry. Always drink responsibly.
The 2025 Ford F-150, California's best-selling truck brand.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing with Ford's summer sales event. Go see your local Southern California Ford dealers and get the hottest deals with zero payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles.
From the F-150 or F-150 electric to the Mustang Mach-E, whatever model you've been looking at is ready for you.
Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 24 months. Go to buyfordnow.com for details.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we are consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 280 locations in Southern California.
This day in Dodger history.
Place in history? Got that.
July 23rd, 1962. Jackie Robinson becomes the first black player inducted into the Major League Hall of Fame. Joining the Dodgers infielder at Cooperstown are Bob Feller, Bill McKechnie, and Ed Rausch. As we reflect on the past, it's important to plan for the future. Empower yourself and empower your family. Start the conversation about aging and find resources at aging.ca.gov. This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. On your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and Twins on this Wednesday afternoon. First pitch from Dodger Stadium coming up at 1:10.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an I-Force turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Chris Paddock on the mound, 3-9 with the 5.14 ERA. 29-year-old right-hander in his 7th season now in the big leagues. Came up with the Padres, 4th season now with the Twins, making his 21st start this season. Last time out, 5 innings, 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 home runs, 5 strikeouts, and a loss to the Rockies. In the month of July, it's been rough. 3 starts, he's 0-2 with a 7.80 ERA. 8 career starts against the Dodgers. He's 1-4 with a 6.63 ERA and has given up 9 home runs. Tyler Glasnow on the mound for the Dodgers. He is 1-1 with a 3.10 ERA. The big right-hander, 31 years old now at a Hart High School in Newhall. 10th season in the big league, 2nd with the Dodgers. He was hurt for 2 months. And now he's back, making his 8th.
visits, prescription coverage, rides to the doctor and pharmacy, and nationwide emergency care, all at no cost. Discover why more people choose LA Care for Medi-Cal than any other health plan. Visit lacare.org/medi-cal today. That's lacare.org/medi-cal.
Great news, Dodger fans. Uber Eats is available at Dodger Stadium. That means you never have to miss a single pitch, run, or out. Skip the long concession lines and order your favorite stadium eats right from your seat. Just scan the Uber Eats QR code or open the app, place your order, and we'll let you know when it's ready for pickup. It's fast, easy, and keeps you in the game, not in line. So go ahead, order now, and enjoy every moment of Dodgers baseball.
This is Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck. On your home for the Blue all season long.
It's the Dodgers and the Twins on this Wednesday afternoon. Tyler Glasnow gets to start when the boys in blue play at home at Dodger Stadium. It's important they have the right plan in place to protect their house. The same applies to your house. Always have a plan and follow fire safety tips. Before setting up a campfire, make sure to get a permit from CAL FIRE and check out local restrictions. Know how to properly set up a campfire and extinguish it using the drown, stir, and feel method. Always have a water supply and shovel nearby to extinguish your campfire. Properly maintain car brakes so there's no metal-to-metal grinding contact that can cause a spark. For more about these tips and to find out others, visit fire.ca.gov. All right, back out to the booth one final time. Stephen Nelson, Rick Monday, guys.
All right, TC, back here with Rick Monday. Mo, going to get it to you quick for your key or keys for a Dodger win today.
I think for Glasnow, throw strikes. That's one of the things he's done. You know, you start to look at Glasnow now. Coming off the injured list, he's allowed just a 173 batting average against. Here's the other thing, too. Get ahead early. Why? Well, with 2 strikes, hitters are just 2 for 53 against him. That's an 0.38 batting average against. And from an offensive standpoint, they're facing Chris Paddock. Don't take him lightly, but the Dodgers have a history of seeing him 8 starts. Look at Paddock. Since the 13th of June, 7 starts. His earned run average in that period of time, over 8.5 runs every 9 innings.
Tyler Glasnow, he's got good memories against the Twins. Last April, a career-high 14 punch-outs against the Minnesota Twins in 7 scoreless. The Dodgers would surely sign up for a repeat performance of that here at Dodger Stadium. The series finale and the rubber game for the Dodgers and Twins. First pitch in a matter of moments.
All right, thank you, Nelly. First pitch is next. When this one's over, I'll be back with all the post-game festivities as the Dodgers then will head east for a long 9-game, 11-day road trip. First stop in Boston. But again, first things first, take care of business right now. Tyler Glasnow on the mound. When we come back, this has been Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
Champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah.
This has been Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though.
Living out their dream.
They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino, Dodgers on deck, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's punt off.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then...
At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything's possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Your car is one of your most prized possessions, so you want to make sure you're taking care of it, and that includes routine oil changes. Hi, this is Tim Cates. With our family cars, I trust the folks at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. No waiting rooms, no appointment needed. With locations all over Southern California, go to SoCalOilChange.com and find the Valvoline Instant Oil Change near you. When you pull in, they offer stay-in-your-car service while you wait. Got 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
In Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Big stage.
When you want to talk LA sports, it's always been us.
Oh, baby.
With Dan Patrick at 6 a.m., Colin Cowherd at 9, Rogan and Rodney at noon, and Petros and Money at 3.
Go to the iHeartRadio app.
Nobody covers Los Angeles like us. Listen anywhere you are by telling your smart device, play AM 570 LA Sports on the iHeartRadio app.
It's right here.
AM.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
Broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Steven Nelson.
Live from Dodger Stadium, it's the final game of the three-game series as your world champion, Los Angeles Dodgers, take on the Minnesota Twins. It was also bring down the curtain on the Dodgers homestand. They are off to Boston immediately after the completion of this game here today. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Steven Nelson and with producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. Glorious afternoon for baseball and for the Dodgers in search of their 60th win of the season. They have a now 4-game lead in front of San Diego. Just lost their ball game. The Giants won. They're 5.5 back technically as the Dodgers get set to go in the Western Division of the National League. Very quickly, here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. Mookie Betts at shortstop. Shohei Ohtani, the designated hitter. Teoscar Hernandez is in right. At first base, Freddie Freeman. Andy Pages is in left field. Dalton Rushing doing the catching. Hae-Sung Kim is at second base. At third, Tommy Edman. And James Outman will bat ninth, and he will patrol center field. Tyler Glasnow, the 6'8" right-hander, on the mound, did not pitch badly the last outing. That was against the Brewers, but no run support. A 2-0 shutout loss. And Glasnow in that game went 6 innings, allowed just 1 earned run, only 4 hits, and struck out 6 of the batters that he faced. Umpiring assignments, Charlie Ramos will work the plate to call the balls and strikes. Emil Jimenez is at first. Mike Malinsky umpiring at second. And Doug Eddings, the crew chief, is over at third. Happy to have you with us. Game 3, Dodgers and the Twins over to play from Dodger Stadium. Here's Steven.
Thank you, Mo, wherever you may be and however you may be listening. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Dodgers and Twins for a final time. Final time on this homestand for L.A., and the Dodgers are certainly hoping to put forth a better effort with more focus than what we saw on Tuesday night. Tyler Glasnow, the tall righty, sets on the mound to face Byron Buxton. His first pitch is in there, and it is a ball outside. It has us underway at 1:10, 79 degrees here at Dodger Stadium. Time and temp brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. The 1-0. Buxton swings through a strike. And got a piece of it and then fouled off Dalton Rushing, who's okay, 1-1. 8th start of the year for Glasnow, but really it feels like his 3rd start. Missed nearly 3 months on the injured list, trying to work through an injury and revamp mechanics. His first 2 turns off the IL, both against the Milwaukee Brewers. Now facing the Twins, and delivers the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good slider from Glasnow on the outside corner.
Well, for Glasnow, set the tone, too. His first pitch was at 98 miles an hour.
He's given up just 1 earned run in his 2 starts post-injured list. However, the Dodgers found a way to lose both games. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Elevated fastball, and Buxton swung through it.
Well, we'll see about Glasnow. The Dodgers have had some difficulty finding the strike zone the last number of games. And for Glasnow, one of the lower percentages of first pitch strikes of starting pitchers this year.
Now the number 2 hitter, the left fielder, Willie Castro, an all-star in 2024. Batting from the left side, swings and grounds one off the front of his own dugout, strike 1. Another 98-mile-per-hour heater from Tyler Glasnow. And 11 innings off the injured list, 11 strikeouts, only 4 walks. On his 0-1 pitch, Glasnow goes to a breaking ball, but Castro doesn't chase below the zone. 1-1.
For Glasnow, that sinker with the good movement. We're looking at high velocity, too. That's only a 118 batting average against him.
Ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, it was a slider with some bite to it.
Yeah, there's some guys that look up and say, wait a minute, a slider at 92 miles an hour?
And then somewhere the rookie Jacob Mizorowski is laughing because his slider's at 97 or 98 sometimes.
Yeah, he's saying, what's the big deal? 92? Yeah, try this one on for size.
A ball and 2 strikes. Glasnow out of the stretch. He gets a chopper foul. And yes, out of the stretch with nobody on base, Mo, and this is part of the new look Tyler Glasnow. They've tried to change his mechanics, have him be more athletic on the mound.
We're seeing more pitchers do that because instead of just 2 different deliveries, just make it simple. 1.
1-2 pitch hit high in the air, right field. Teoscar Hernandez running over, and on the very last step of the grass, he makes the catch. That was still 10, 15 feet short of the wall. Out number 2.
Well, for the Twins, They're just 5-5 their last 10 games. I say just 5-5. The Dodgers are 3-7 their last 10 games.
It's been a slog in the month of July, hasn't it, Mo? 6-11 as a team, and just not clean baseball. It's one thing if you're playing ball one up and away. If you're playing relatively well, they're just clean, fundamental baseball, and you're getting beat. But it seems they're finding ways to lose, finding ways to beat themselves. Ball, no strikes on Trevor Larnach. The pitch is in there, and now a level count, 99 down the plate.
And the troubles have been in too many different categories. It's not just the pitching. It's not just not finding the strike zone. The hitting has been inconsistent. The defense has been inconsistent. Base running has been at times questionable.
Ball 2 inside.
I mean, you look in this series, the Dodgers have just 12 at-bats with runners in scoring position. The Twins have had 25.
And the offense been leaning on the home run. Glasnow's 2-1 pitch inside corner. Called a ball, and Charlie Ramos is saying that was in. I would say in the strike zone.
Yep.
3-1. Glasnow deals. Larnach swings and pulls it foul. The camera well beyond his own dugout. Count fills up.
Well, 3-2 count, something that Yoshinobu Yamamoto last night went 3-2 counts to 6 different batters over the first 3 innings.
Glasnow needs one more strike to finish the top of the first. No scores. We're just getting started. It'll be a mound visit. Dalton Rushing and Tyler Glasnow trying to get on the same page. This visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Like a closer look, that was 6 3-2 counts by Yamamoto in the first 2 innings last night. Way too many pitches. Wound up 5 innings, 101 pitches.
Well, the Dodgers were below 50% on first pitch strikes yesterday. They're just working from behind all game long. Here's the payoff pitch, and Larnach shoots out of the way of a fastball inside corner. Dalton Rushing was getting ready to throw the ball around the horn as an inning-ending K, but Charlie Ramos again is blinking and missing pitches that are in the zone.
Rushing was headed towards the dugout, so was Glasnow, and now they have to regroup.
I mean, those are 2 blatant misses, and it allows Larnach to reach with 2 out. Now the cleanup spot, the catcher Ryan Jeffers. First pitch is way high, ball 1.
And both of those pitches, if you look at it, Stephen, if you're trying to garner, okay, which side of the plate is Ramos going to be tending to go towards? Well, if he missed one inside, missed one outside.
The pitch, swinging a foul ball back, 1-1. So now the shame of it is, from Glasnow's perspective, he's got to throw extra pitches. How many? That remains to be seen. Should have been a 15-pitch first inning. He's now up to 17. A ball and a strike. No score. 2 out and a runner on first. The pitch. That is pushed in the air to right field. This should be routine for Hernandez. Came in, lost his footing, then had to go back. He recovered to make the catch for the final out. So it's a scoreless top.
Restaurant, pure joy awaits. Welcome to freedom. Go to SchumashCasino.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise in treatment. U.S. News and World Report is once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. CHLA.org has more info. No score as the Dodgers come to the plate for the very first time. Mookie Betts to lead things off against the right-hander Chris Paddock. 21st start of the year for him. His ERA at 5.14. Opponents hitting .270 against him. Got a pitch climb problem with the catcher Ryan Jeffers, so we'll wait an extra moment. Well, for Mookie Betts, he was hitless last night, but he did walk. He's 2 for his last 12, though he has reached in all 3 games since being elevated back to the top spot in the Dodger order. But on the year, the average now below 240, hitting .238 is Betts. And his OPS at .684, Mo, that is more than 200 points below his career OPS entering this year. It has just been that sort of struggle for Betts.
Yeah, but here's the technical part right now. Mookie Betts will come on. He's not seen a pitch, and yet the count is 1-0. Why? Well, the catcher took the field. He did not even have the PitchCom device with him.
So now the first pitch from Paddock runs inside, and that's called a strike. So Charlie Ramos' zone is definitely not slanted in the Dodger favor, as we're a half inning plus in. Mookie swings and pops it up. Shallow right field. Going back from second is Clemens. Coming in from right is Larnach, and it's the outfielder's ball. Out number 1.
Quick clarification also is that the catcher, Jeffers, since he took so much time, it was a pitch clock violation because can you imagine a catcher owns the ball game, goes behind the plate. Oh, I forgot the device. Well, go to the hand signals. Put down fingers.
Here comes Shohei Ohtani for his first at-bat, brought to you by Asahi Super Dry Beer, embodying the refreshing taste of modern Japan. Go beyond the expected. No score, bottom 1, 1 out, nobody on. Ohtani swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. A fastball at 93 on the outer third from Paddock. Ohtani has done something in this series that he's never done before in his career. That's hit home runs in 4 straight games. Swings through. An off-speed pitch low and outside. Falls behind 0-2 in a hurry. He asked for time. Last night he took 101, nearly 102 mile per hour splinker from Joan Duran to the opposite field. His second 2-run home run of this series. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and Ohtani blasts it in the air. Left center field, carrying back and make it 5 in a row for Shohei Ohtani. Home run number 37. Once again flashing the opposite field pop and giving the Dodgers a 1-0 lead.
And he hits it with 2 strikes, as if that ball was never going to come down. Forget gravity. Well, Daniel's Jewelers, don't forget them. Proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond, and your family jewelers since 1948. So visit DanielJewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
Now Teoscar Hernandez digs in, fouls the first pitch back for a strike. Following the home run from Shohei Ohtani. 37 homers and now 70 runs batted in. The pitch is in there, strike 2. Same pitch sequence here against Hernandez that we saw against Ohtani. Fastball, foul ball, and then off speed, taken down and in for a strike. So 0-2. Here's the pitch, and Hernandez gets a piece to stay alive.
Well, the Dodgers in the month of July has not been a good one. As we mentioned, they're 3-7 the last 10 games. But they've not been hitting the ball. And you look at this lineup today. They got 1, 2, 3 hitting below 200 in this month.
Another 0-2, another foul ball.
For example, Mookie Betts in July, 183. Ohtani, even though the fact that he homered, 203 this month. Teoscar Hernandez, 167. Freddie Freeman, 210. Ha-Seong Kim, 200. Tommy Edman, 111.
An 0-2 pitch off the plate, ball 1. Teoscar's 1 for his last 15. Was left out of the starting lineup last night on his bobblehead night. Draws back in to start today. Another pitch from Paddock that misses the zone. A fastball upstairs at 95. Count 2-2. Dodgers 1, Twins nothing. Shohei Ohtani with a first inning blast off the former Padre Chris Paddock. The 2-2. Teoscar grounds it left side. Stopped on a backhand by Lee, but then it dribbles by him and into shallow left. That's a one-out base hit for Hernandez. So back-to-back hits for the Dodgers off Paddock.
Well, Dodgers are very familiar with Paddock. Now, how much has he changed since he left the Padres and now with the Minnesota Twins? But a couple of things we know. He's had difficulty with runners in scoring position, over 300 average against. Fastball's been hit at over 280. Throws the changeup, the slider. The curveball's been hit at over 310 average.
Welcomes Freddie Freeman to the plate. 1 on, 1 out, 1-0 Dodgers. Freddie tries to ambush the first pitch, swings through it. Strike one on the outside corner. Hard stuff at 93 from Paddock. High stirrups from the right-hander on the mound. Holding the ball at his chest. Out of the stretch, his 0-1 pitch. Freddie sprays it to left field. Castro has a read on it, drifting toward the line. He makes the catch, and that's out number 2.
Two big guys on the mound. Glasnow 6'8", Paddock 6'5".
Be up to Andy Pages to continue the inning. Pages has gone deep in back-to-back games. He's 3 for 6 in the series. The pitch. Pages pops it up. Right side of the infield. France at first base into foul ground. The first base coach's box. Now drifts back toward the bag, and he makes the catch, and that's the inning. So Teoscar Hernandez is stranded. Shohei Ohtani was not. A round tripper for him. Makes it 1-0 Dodgers as we move along to the 7th.
LA's best sports talk.
Dodgers grab the first lead in the series finale against Minnesota. Shohei Ohtani with the first inning home run. So 1-0 lead for Tyler Glasnow, now working in the second. His first pitch to Cody Clemens is in there for a strike, 96 at the knees. Ohtani not only gave the Dodgers the lead with that home run, he reclaimed the National League lead in homers with 37, one clear of Eugenio Suarez of the Diamondbacks. 0-1 pitch down and in. How much longer Suarez is in Arizona? We'll find out as the trade deadline looms at the end of the month. Glasnow's 1-1 pitch. Chop foul, first base side. That's strike 2. On a 1-2 pitch, Clemens shoots out of the way of a ball inside. Fastball at 97 from Glasnow. Clemens in the series, getting his second start, 0 for 4. He had a sac fly RBI in the opener on Monday night. Also struck out twice. 2-2. That's in the dirt. Skips off. And the chalk away from rushing fills the count. Glasnow trying to put Clemens away with his 3-2. Called strike 3. Painted a fastball at 98 on the inside corner.
We're just seeing that velocity just kind of creep up at Glasnow now. The third starter, as you mentioned before, since he's coming off the injured list. So he looks like he's feeling his oats, if you will.
Ball fouled back by Ty France. Strike one for the first baseman in the 6th spot of the order for Minnesota. 1-0 Dodgers as we're just getting the ball rolling on this Wednesday. Getaway day game at Dodger Stadium. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Mookie Betts is over to his left, handles it, up and thrown to Freddie Freeman for out number 2. Decently struck ground ball, but Betts perfectly positioned to make the play.
Hey, friends, you can stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. That's right. Plus, you can also stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Now, blackout and other restrictions apply, but we do encourage you to visit MLB.tv for more details.
Matt Wallner, the batter, with 2 outs and the bases clear. Dodgers leading 1-0 in the top of the 2nd. Brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. And that strike is for Wallner. Like a curveball from Glasnow, dropping at the knees. Wallner, a hometown kid for the Twins. Grounds it to Freddie Freeman. Backhand snare. About knee high. Steps on the bag all by himself and completes a 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Glasnow. A shutdown second keeps it 1-0 Dodgers.
All right, Ryan, PSA dove in. Do we have them graded?
We do. This is the first set of graded cards from the 2024 Topps MLB Network set.
I'm so excited about this. Now, they all have the same grade, or?
No.
So one of us will be like the highest graded card.
Could be. There could be multiple. So first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Let's see what D-Rose. Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
Left center Profar sprints over. Oh, he lost it. He did not see that ball. He didn't even come close to it.
These interactions between De La Cruz and Tito Francona have been priceless.
Come on, man.
You got it there?
Yes, indeed.
And the ball wasn't the only thing that landed in the basket.
What in the world happened out there to Jung-Hoo Lee?
That's wild. I mean, you don't see that in the big leagues.
Of the mountain on the world champion LA Dodgers are over.
Okay, I believe you jump in the line. Rock your body and time.
Dodger offense back to work. Bottom of the 2nd inning. They're up on Minnesota. 1-0 thanks to Shohei Ohtani's home run in the first, his 37th of the season. Strike one from Chris Paddock to Dalton Rushing as the Dodgers send 6, 7, and 8 to the plate. The 0-1. That's taken for a ball. Rushing had a hit off the bench last night. And going back to the middle of June, he's 9 for his last 36, just a .250 average. But keep in mind that playing time and the plate appearances have been few and far between for Rushing. He swings and fouls strike 2 toward the on-deck circle where Ha-Seong Kim is standing.
For Rushing, this is his 27th game, but not all of those have been his starts. Come in later in the ball games. Really difficult for younger players who have always been at the top of the heap, if you will. Always playing 9 innings in every game. Well, this is a little bit different when you come on as a rookie to the big leagues.
The 1-2. Paddock misses just inside, squares the count.
And that can be problematic not only for the player but also for the manager. How do we get the guys in there? Because, hey, he's trading time with an all-star catcher in Will Smith.
On a 2-2 pitch, Rushing strikes out swinging. Off speed that dove down and away. Paddock has his first strikeout of the afternoon.
Yeah, and that's one area very quickly, Stephen, with Rushing. He can hit and he can play. But that's now 73 at-bats, and that's his 34th strikeout. So that's a little bit high as far as the ratio.
No question, Mo. And his calling card coming up as a prospect is his ability to control the zone. Paddock misses the zone. Ball one outside on Ha-Seong Kim. 1-0 Dodgers, and out in the second inning, and the bases are empty. Paddock with a bright blue glove in front of the navy blue tops that the Twins are wearing with road gray pants. Misses downstairs, ball two. Dodgers, of course, in their home whites. Wind blowing out toward right field on a sunny Wednesday afternoon. The 2-0 pitch. Kim slices it foul on the left field side. 2-1. The Dodgers have been incredibly reliant on the long ball out of the break. With Ohtani's home run today, 11 of 13 runs in this series via the home run, and 18 of 25 runs in total post All-Star break. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
And scattered in between, too many swing and miss.
Yeah. And just not manufacturing enough. They need to be more balanced as an offense. On a 2-2 pitch, Kim spins around, swinging through. Another strike. He is down on strikes. Back-to-back Ks for Paddock. Work hard and play hard in the new Tacoma with an I-Force turbocharged engine. It is a truck that's built for the bold. Go ahead and see your Toyota dealer today because they make it easy. Here's another Dodger that needs to get going. Tommy Edman starting at third today. Takes a first pitch for a strike. His first at-bat presented by Edmunds. Get an offer for your car or find your next one. All on Edmunds.com. Tommy batting .223 now on the year. The pitch from Paddock. That is inside. 1-1.
Edmunds on that list of names that talked about struggling so far in the month of July. Only 13 games, but just a 111 average in July.
On the 1-1 pitch. Edman is jammed, little flare, shallow right field. Going back from shortstop is Lee, and it is in shallow right. He makes the catch for the final out of a 1-2-3 second inning for Chris Paddock. Going to the third inning, it's the Dodgers 1 and the Twins.
Left center Profar sprints over. Oh, he lost it. He did not see that ball. He didn't even come close to it.
These interactions between De La Cruz and Tito Francona have been priceless.
Come on, man. You got it there? Yes, indeed. And the ball wasn't the only thing that landed in the basket.
What in the world happened out there to Jung-Hoo Lee?
That's wild. I mean, you don't see that in the big leagues.
Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Top of the third on tap at Dodger Stadium. Home team up on the Minnesota Twins 1-0. Shohei Ohtani hitting a home run for a fifth consecutive game. Tyler Glasnow to face Royce Lewis. And this plate appearance begins with a ball upstairs. Fastball at 96. Royce Lewis, Southern California kid. Went to high school in Orange County. But grew up coming to games here too. Wasn't just Angel Stadium in Anaheim. Turns on a ball, hooks well foul. Loge level, third base side. 1-1.
And he'll need some new lumber.
And broken bat for Lewis, who was 3 for 4 in the series opener. Was 0 for 4 yesterday. 0 for 4 with a walk, and yet somehow ended up with 3 RBI. As the Dodgers really helped the Twins put up those 10 runs. They walked the world, made errors, misplays. One of the sloppier games in recent Dodger memory. Glasnow misses high, ball 2 on Lewis.
Yeah, well, Lewis enjoyed it because he reached base 2 different times on errors. Another time on a walk. That walk, by the way, was with bases loaded.
On a 2-1 from Glasnow, Lewis takes another pitch. This is a slider low and outside, ball 3. A leadoff batter here for Minnesota. and the 8th spot of the order as they send 8, 9, and 1 to the plate against Glasnow here in the 3rd. The 3-1. And that's hit high in the air, left field, running toward the corner. Andy Pages is at the wall, and it is gone. Ends up in the Dodger bullpen. It's a game-tying solo home run for Royce Lewis, who has enjoyed coming to Dodger Stadium for the first time as a major leaguer. Brand new ball game after his 5th of the season. We're level at 1. His family has been here all series, sitting in the front row. And they are the happiest people here at the stadium, to be sure.
Yep, easy to spot his family. And for Lewis, it was easy to spot a 3-1 pitch up and right over the middle of the plate.
So the leadoff batter not only reaches for Minnesota, but scores on a home run. Now that's a ball upstairs on Brooks Lee. So the bottom of the order has really been a pain in the Dodgers pitching staff all series long, Mo. Here's the pitch. Here's a strike. Glasnow's 1-1. Hit on the ground to second. Handled on a hop by Haesung Kim. Can take his time. Makes the throw to Freddie. A little wide, but they beat Lee with plenty of time to spare. That's the first out. Dodger fans, skip the line at Dodger Stadium. Look around the ballpark for a QR code to scan, or just turn on the Uber Eats app and order from your seat so you enjoy every pitch running out.
Yeah, that's the way you do it. Just pick up the phone and dial. By the way, we talk about crisp play. Kim had all time in the world, and yet he rushed the throw and almost threw it away.
Yep.
On a routine play.
Strike 1 to Buxton at the top of the order. And that's sort of the stuff that it continues to happen for the Dodgers, and it continues to aggravate their manager, Dave Roberts. And, of course, everybody watching Dodger baseball the last few weeks. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good slider from Glasnow off the plate, and Buxton swung through it.
Well, you mentioned in the pregame show that Dave Roberts, going back to last night, his postgame interview, he said, right now, this is a tough watch.
Yeah. We concur with that assessment from Doc.
Speaking of watch, we talked last night that the game was that area that maybe even the night watchmen were not watching. I got a couple of texts today. Night watchmen, they were listening. They always listen.
Yeah, someone's always listening. Fastball way high by a few feet. Glasnow misses.
You're right. Someone's always listening.
Usually my mom.
We should all be so lucky.
Yeah. One out, nobody on. Game tied at 1 in the top of the 3rd. Buxton cannot check his swing. And Glasnow punches his ticket for a second time today. Up to 3 strikeouts now for the Dodgers righty.
By the way, it's nice to have Mom listen, but Mom is truthful, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you have people saying that the radio broadcast was the best part of the game, that means it wasn't a good game. We appreciate it. We do. The
other part means is they were probably also stuck in a traffic jam.
And they had no other choice but to listen to that game last night. Leadoff home run from Lewis in this inning has the game tied at 1. 2 outs now, and here's Willie Castro for a second time. He's 0 for 1. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Castro, one of a handful of Twins who's hearing his name in trade talks these last couple of weeks, and for the next week and change, utility guy who can play all over the diamond, was an all-star a season ago. And he goes down and golfs one to right field. It'll drop down for a base hit. Teoscar Hernandez towards the line, fields it, and throws it back in. It'll be a 2-out base hit for Castro.
It's interesting to watch also those players whose names at this time of the year, if you talk about rumor mill, my goodness, with the trade deadline getting closer and closer. But, you watch players whose name you keep hearing about. Some react in a positive aspect, and others start to grumble a little bit. They should all be happy that their name is at least brought up and there's some interest in maybe acquiring them.
That's a great point, as Larnach chops a strike foul toward his own on-deck circle. if you're a player, I've heard this, working at MLB Network, I heard analysts put it this way. You're not just playing for the team that you're suiting up for in the major leagues. You're playing for all 30 clubs. An 0-1 pitch, and Larnach shoots it to center field. Outman hustles in, and he tracks down the line drive. And that's the final out of the third inning. So a 2-out base hit. Left on the bases by Tyler Glasnow, but the leadoff bomb from Lewis ties the game at 1 in the middle of the third.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Well, if you look at the infield, they just came out and put, Diamond Dry everywhere except where McKinstry needed it right here.
Wonder when he realized he broke his chain.
With an all-star bonus, he can get a new one. I don't know what is causing this, but we have seen more bats leave players' hands at the plate this year than I'll ever remember.
You're in your line shot. Got a chance. They counted it, though. They did.
We play in Toronto. Guerrero sends over some good stuff for the guys, so when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You gotta be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro. ¿Cómo está sonando la comida dominicana ya?
La comida dominicana ya no sé cómo está sonando, porque obviamente mi esposa me cocina. O sea, hay restaurantes, pero no voy a comer comida latina.
At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and Rick Monday any 12-ounce Slim Coca-Cola. So if you want, redeem your free feast in the AM/PM apps. You can play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Tied at 1, bottom of the third. Last of the order for the Dodgers. James Outman making back-to-back starts. Takes a strike from Chris Paddock.
Outman, by the way, got an excellent jump. Immediately coming in, streaking in on that line drive for the final out.
And the next pitch is in there. Off speed dives away from the bat of Outman. He swings through strike 2. And James Outman had a post-game interview on Monday night with our own David Bassett, and he said, hey, just because you're not starting a game doesn't mean you're not going to make an impact, and you should be ready to do that on whatever side of the ball. Ball 1 inside from Paddock, a 1-2 count for Outman. And for James, it's such a tremendous 2023, a finalist for National League Rookie of the Year, and the bat has simply disappeared. But is he a guy that can carve out a role for himself because of his glove? He strikes out swinging, a high fastball at the top of the zone, 95 that split the plate. Paddock has struck out 3 of the last 4 Dodgers. Turns the lineup over, back to the leadoff spot, and back to Mookie Betts. Mookie 0 for 1 today. Now 2 for his last 13. First pitch from Paddock, and Mookie swings and rolls it to short. His counterpart, Lee, shuffles and throws. And that's out number 2 on just 1 pitch from Paddock. He gave up back-to-back 2-strike hits in the first. Ohtani's home run and Hernandez with the base hit. But since then, the Dodgers have had no success against the right-handed. Speaking of Ohtani, here he is for a second time.
And he hit the home run on an 0-2 pitch.
Now the first pitch from Paddock, that sails up and away. Ball 1. Home run in 5 consecutive games for Ohtani. Had never done it 4 straight games. Now he's up to 5. On a 1-0 pitch, Ohtani takes. That's a strike. 95 on the outer third. Now, once again, pacing the National League with 37 long balls. Tied at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Paddock just misses the outside edge. Advantage Ohtani. 2 balls and a strike. Paddock with the ball at the letters. Into his windup for a 2-1 pitch. And Ohtani pulls it down the right field line and hooks foul. Off the net, dribbles into right field. The count square, 2-2.
Little breeze picking up, going from the left field foul pole towards the right field foul pole at the present time.
And it seems like the last, if I'm tracking them correctly, the home runs lately for Ohtani have been to the big part of the field. That's an encouraging sign. On a 2-2 pitch, Paddock elevates and strikes Ohtani out with a high heat. Bookending K's for Chris Paddock, who is now rolling for Minnesota. Keeps the game tied at...
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today. And this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's Pronto.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers 1, Twins 1. Top of the 4th. Minnesota sending the heart of their order to the plate. Jeffers, Clemens, and France. That's 4, 5, and 6. Strike 1 from Tyler Glasnow, 96 down the pipe. In the 3rd inning, the Twins got their first run on a leadoff home run from Royce Lewis. First homer Glasnow has given up since returning from the injured list. 0-1 to Jeffers. That catches the inner third. 0-2. 98 with some sink to it. Glasnow with 3 strikeouts on 3 different pitches. He's ahead of Jeffers 0-2. And he misses in the dirt with a ball.
I think it's really a positive sign also that Glasnow has maintained that velocity. You know, here we are in the 4th inning. We've seen the radar gun showing at 98, but more than that, he's been in pretty good control. 44 pitches in 3 innings. Paddock's made 38 pitches in his 3.
Now his 1-2 pitch. He struck him out. Got him swing with a slider low and away. Strong start to the 4th inning for Tyler Glasnow. So now that's 4 strikeouts on 4 different pitches. We've seen the fastball, the 4-seamer, the sinker, the curve, and now the slider. Now Cody Clemens, he was the 2nd strikeout victim of the afternoon. Strike 1 from Glasnow, 98 down the middle. Clemens knows a thing or two about strikeouts because his dad, Roger Clemens, 7-time Cy Young Award winner. Cody's the youngest of Roger and Debbie Clemens' 4 sons. 0-1 pitch, ground ball second. Stopped by Kim on a backhand as he slides. He's up and thrown to Freddie Freeman. That is a lovely out, number 2.
Yeah, nice play, too. Didn't have a whole lot of time to react. Kind of a defensive turn to his right, backhanded the ball while he was down on his right knee. With a nifty little play.
I had a little short hop at the end on him, too. And so good focus from Hessong. Recording out number 2 in the 4th. Tied at 1. Now Ty France, the first baseman, who's 0 for 1. Slider low and outside. Last night, France was an impact player for Minnesota. 2 for 3, 2 doubles, 2 walks, 3 runs scored. He reached in 4 or 5 plate appearances. A 1-0 pitch. Fouled over the net, strike 1. He entered the series 3 for his last 33. And so Ty France, who's a 7-year big leaguer, trying to get things going again for Minnesota. The Dodgers trying to prevent just that. Glasnow is the ball at the letters. The pitch. A sword in strike 2. Could not check his swing on a curveball in the dirt. Advantage Glasnow. A ball and 2 strikes. Glasnow takes a breath on the mound and pitches. Another check swing. Did he go? No. The Dodgers appealed down to Emil Jimenez, but France held up. With the count 2-2, Glasnow sets and deals. Sprayed foul on the right side.
Well, planning ahead, the Dodgers' next homestand, by the way. They'll open up against the St. Louis Cardinals, and it's going to be Shohei Ohtani World Champion Ring Night on the 6th of August. First 40,000 fans in attendance will get that special Shohei Ohtani World Championship ring. So celebrate your 2024 champions. Check it out, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Ball 3 in the dirt fills the count for Ty France. Okay, so thanks for that heads up on the promotion. Plan accordingly via.
And we would suggest strongly that night, if you want to be among the first 40,000, you better be here early.
Yeah, and that means we got to be here early. Here's the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. 96 on the inside corner in France. Normally you see a bat toss after a home run. He tossed it after an inning-ending strikeout.
PSA dove in. Do we have them graded?
We do. This is the first set of graded cards from the 2024 Topps MLB Network set.
I'm so excited about this. Now, they all have the same grade, or?
No.
So one of us will be like the highest graded card?
Could be. There could be multiple. So first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Let's see what he wrote. Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
in blue, the world champion LA Dodgers audio network. Never gets old.
Summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty.
It'll be Teoscar Hernandez, Freddie Freeman, and Andy Pages due up for the Dodgers in the bottom of the fourth. Dodgers tied with the Twins 1-1 in the rubber game of this three-game set. Teoscar slices the first pitch into right field. A blooping base hit to lead things off.
It will look like a line drive of the box score.
And Teoscar Hernandez now 2 for 2.
That's really good, too. I mentioned earlier, the month of July came in at today, just 167 average. Of course, he didn't hit much in June. They're 184, then banged up here and there.
Lead up Dodger on in the fourth, tied at 1. Here's Freddie Freeman. Ball one outside from Paddock. Paddock has struck out 4 of the last 7 Dodgers. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Evens the count on Freeman. Freddie's 0 for 1, flew out to left field back in the first inning. So the Dodgers scored their lone run. Shohei Ohtani with an opposite field home run. He's gone deep in 5 consecutive contests. On a 1-1 pitch, Freeman rolls it foul on the first base side. Just missed the bag. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Dodgers 1, Twins 1, bottom 4. Teoscar Hernandez on first, nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes on Freddie Freeman. The pitch, up and in. The last day game the Dodgers played was Sunday, and Freddie Freeman was hit on his left wrist area. Walked straight to the dugout. You feared the worst. He was back in the lineup on Monday and happy to be there because he felt, after having some video sent to him, that he found something in his swing, getting more into his front right ankle. Sprays one foul to stay alive at 2-2.
Little things in pitching. Okay, the pitch before was up and in, right? Well, in the back of your mind, as a hitter, I've been thinking, okay, was that a purpose pitch? Well, it was. Why? Well, he went off speed, out, away the next pitch.
Another 2-2 pitch. Freeman rolls it to second. Teoscar Hernandez hustling to second. There's the out, and there is 2. 4-6-3. Twin killing for Minnesota.
And we talk so much, you get wrapped up in velocity. And is it a curveball? Is it a slider? Is it a fastball? But what's the location of the pitch? What's the sequence of the pitches that you're seeing? Is one to set up the next, the next, the next?
Here's Andy Pages, 2 outs, and the base is now empty. Strike 1 from Paddock.
That's why you're looking at scouting reports. It does give you tendencies to see what happens.
Paddock into his windup. The 0-1. Taken by Pages, 95 at the top of the zone. Splits the plate with strike 2.
Well, Paddock has to be happy with the way this game has gone so far. Because since June 13th, he's made 7 starts prior to today with an ERA of above 8.5.
The 0-2 to Pages. Misses outside. And there are probably some Dodger fans hearing that going, another one? It seems like more often than not, if a pitcher is struggling, the numbers are bad, he has a good outing against the Dodgers. It's a weird feeling. Andy Pages stares at strike 3. I do not know what Andy is arguing about. That was right down the middle and at the knees at 95. It's another strikeout for Paddock, his 5th of the game. A 1-2-3-4. It's top.
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards.
That's awesome.
Because to me, cards have always been entertainment, and they're getting their just dessert now.
Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamava.com.
Can I kick it?
Back at Dodger Stadium.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Bright, sunny Wednesday afternoon. The Dodgers and Twins for the last time. They're tied at 1. Tyler Glasnow to face Matt Wallner to begin. And there's strike one on the outside corner. Not a cloud in the sky. There is certainly a haze and a light breeze. 80 degrees here at Blue Heaven on Earth. The 0-1 pitch. That hooks in on the lefty Wallner. Evens the count 1-1. Both runs on the scoreboard because of solo homers. Ohtani for the Dodgers and Royce Lewis for the Twins. The 1-1. Wallner waves at strike 2. Wallner steps out, takes the lid off, wipes some sweat away with his left sleeve. Helmet back on, digs back in with his back left foot, and then an open stance with his front right foot. On a 1-2 pitch from Glasnow, Wallner watches a ball bounce off the dirt and then off the chest protector of Dalton Rushing. 2-2. On a 2-2 pitch, Wallner pops it in the air, third base side. It'll get out of play. Looking elsewhere on this Wednesday, Mo, you see the Marlins helped out the Dodgers again. Clayton McCullough, our Dodger first base coach, now the manager in Miami. Marlins beat the Padres for a second straight day by just 1 run. 3-2 the final this afternoon. 2 balls, 2 strikes still for Glasnow against Wallner. The pitch. Upstairs and another full count.
Getting a kick of 3 youngsters right behind home plate. Their seats are in the front row, but they're standing up. 1 left-handed hitter, 2 right-handers. And they're standing there in the batting stance and watching the pitch coming in and pretending they're the hitter.
The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's a fastball off the plate by about 6 inches, and Wallner chased it.
Yep, and Glasnow struck out Wallner and all 3 kids that are about 10 or 11 behind home plate. 2 of them sat down. They'd had enough.
That's back-to-back strikeouts.
That is so neat because who hasn't, growing up and when you're attracted to the game of baseball, who hasn't thought about what would it be like to be at home plate and hit?
Ball 1 to Royce Lewis. That's a strike on the inside corner.
Well, one of the kids got back up, but he turned himself into a pitcher.
I want to be Tyler Glasnow, but you're right, Mo.
He saw the heater that he threw to Wallner. He goes, "Hey, that's pretty good. That's harder than I throw, at least right now."
The pitch, rolled foul, third base side.
You could go to Little League games and almost tell who their favorite players are by the way they wear their uniform, by their stance.
They both just took a drink of water, got a little refresher.
You have to hydrate.
And now 3 are up. 2 are ready to pitch, and 1 is trying to distract Royce Lewis. Security guards telling them they need to sit down. Just ruin the fun. Lewis rolls one to the third base bag, and it's a fair ball down the line beyond the reach of a diving Tommy Edman. Pages is up and throwing with the bare hand to second base, but a head-first slide safe for Royce Lewis. And that is a 1-out double for Minnesota here in the top of the 5th. Lewis with his second extra base hit.
Number 2, Brooks Lee.
Here's the first at bat of the entire ball game with a runner in scoring position.
And it comes from Minnesota. Go ahead runner on second. 1-1 ball game, top of the 5th. There's 1 out. Last of the order, Brooks Lee. Glasnow looks back at Lewis, comes home to Lee. Fouled away on the left side, strike one. Well, on Monday night, the Twins were brutal with men on base. They were 1 for 14. That's an .071 batting average with runners on. Last night, much better, 5 for 21 and 8 RBIs. 70th pitch of the game upcoming from Glasnow. Swing and a miss, strike two.
Took something off of that slider, and Lee was way out in front. He was looking at second baseman as he was swinging at that pitch so far out in front.
On an 0-2, Lee gets a piece of one, fouled back toward the backstop. Back-to-back top 10 picks at the bottom of the order for the Twins. Royce Lewis went 1-1. First overall in 2017. Lee was the 8th pick in 2022 out of San Luis Obispo. Game tied at 1. Here's the pitch. It's low and inside. The ball and 2 strikes. Glasnow takes a peek back at Lewis, focuses on Lee. And Lee pokes it in the air to left field. Pajes is there waiting for round number 2. Lewis retreats back to second.
Wind staying constant so far from left to right.
Old glory blown out toward the right field pavilion. And the championship banner slowly following as well.
Well, it takes more wind to move around that World Championship flag because there's a lot of printing on it.
Now Byron Buxton, top of the order, swing and a miss, strike one.
Yeah, the 2024 and everything else is actually attached to that white flag on the World Championship. So when you see it moving as it is right now, you know there's some breeze up in the air.
1-1 game, top of the 5th. 2 out, Lewis on second. Glasnow to Buxton, misses way outside. Rushing's going to throw down to second. I mean, Haesung Kim wasn't near the bag, and Lewis was back with plenty of time. That was a risky play by Dalton Rushing. It'd be one thing if Kim was right there, but he was on the very back edge of the dirt. Trying to keep Lewis somewhat honest out there as the potential go-ahead run for Minnesota in the 5th, I suppose. A 1-1 pitch. Top of the zone, strike 2 taken by Buxton. The Twins all-star representative, been one of the best hitters in all of baseball. And he'll garner some MVP votes in the AL this season, to be sure.
He's just a good player all the way around.
Talented player, former 2nd overall pick back in 2012, and signed a 7-year, $100 million extension a few years back. He's got a no-trade clause, and he told reporters at the All-Star game, "I'm Twin for life." Glasnow ahead of him, 1-2. Swing and a miss, ball in the dirt. Rushing's going to throw down to Freddie Freeman to make it official. Tyler Glasnow has struck Buxton out all 3 times tonight. He's up to 7 punch-outs. He works around a 1-out double to Lewis. It's 1-1 as we're halfway home.
If you look at the infield, they just came out and put, diamond dry everywhere except where McKinstry needed it right here.
Wonder when he realized he broke his chain.
With an all-star bonus, he can get a new one. I don't know what is causing this, but we have seen more bats leave players' hands at the plate this year than I ever remember.
You're in your line shot. Got a chance. They counted it, though. They did.
a sartorial issue here. There's the team name, Chicago Cubs, so it does work.
It's got the right color.
Yeah, it's gray.
Maybe there was something went wrong with his other one.
1-1 to Marte, in the air, right to the guy we just showed you.
In the bottom of the fifth, trying to break a 1-1 tie. Chris Paddock's first pitch is down and in to Rushing. He was the first strikeout victim for Paddock. That was leading off the second inning. Here we are leading off the fifth, and Paddock now up to 5 punch-outs. He started to get the ball rolling. Change-up misses up and away. 2 balls, no strikes on Rushing. Trying to rein in the strikeouts, and the expectation is he will do that as he gets more familiar with big league pitching. 2-0, swings through a fastball, 93 at the top of the zone.
Yeah, I think more with not only a chance to learn about the pitching, but also play more consistently.
On a 2-1 pitch, Rushing swings through, strike 2. Paddock drops the changeup on him, and he seems to be just toying with Rushing. Got him looking up, inside, outside, down, all around, and Rushing takes time. A little stroll around the plate in the batter's box. Now he steps back in. Slider change, fastball change has been the sequence so far. Now on a 2-2, Rushing hits in the air, left field side. That'll slice out of play.
I was watching Rushing, a little disappointed he did not do more with that pitch. Evidently he liked it.
And it's been a consistent point of frustration for Dalton talking to him. There's just pitches in the zone that he feels he normally does damage on, and he just hasn't done it at this level yet. The Dodgers' top prospect waits on another 2-2. Paddock misses upstairs, ball 3, and now a full count. Game tied at 1, series on the line for these two teams, and I had the discussion pregame. It's July, so you can't really call it a must-win, but it feels like it for the Dodgers, just from an emotional standpoint. Chopped to first, fielded by France, underhand toss to Paddock, who steps on the bag, and Rushing flipped his bat in frustration as he ran down the line.
Yeah, I think more than just the win itself, the Dodgers need to get back and start playing good baseball. They have not done that on a consistent basis at all.
Ha-Seong Kim makes his second trip to the batter's box. He's 0 for 1 with a K. The pitch. Strike 1. Changeup clips the outside corner. As Kim has gotten more of a consistent opportunity, the numbers have dipped down. You can call it a regression to the mean. He wasn't going to hit 400 forever as a rookie. Paddock, he gets a generous strike 2 call on a pitch off the plate. Did have a couple ribbies last night in a 1-for-4 effort. Has to battle here behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Inside. Kim has to jump out of the way of a ball.
Yeah, that's the pitch inside. Now, is that the setup to go outside off speed? We saw it against Freeman earlier.
Here's the 1-2.
Yep.
It was the changeup away, and it was poked foul by Kim.
So. And you know who really tips it off? Is it Jeffers, the catcher. I mean, he was setting up. The target was actually off the plate, and he set up early off the plate.
Still 1-2 on Kim. 1 out, bases empty. Game tied at 1 in the 5th. And Paddock has Kim tip it into the glove of Jeffers. That's another strikeout. 6 now for the Twins righty. 2 gone in the 5th inning. And Mo, I'll ask you to re-cue his recent numbers. Chris Paddock, as he entered this start.
I mean, since the 13th of June, 7 starts prior to today. He's 1-4, ERA 8.55 with 7 home runs.
You wouldn't know it watching him today.
No.
And that is the current state of the Dodgers offense.
How about this? The last 2 starts giving up a 4.04 batting average against.
Dodgers have just 3 hits today. Tommy Edman, the batter. Grounds the first pitch foul. Scooped up at first by Chris Woodward. Dodgers first base coach will toss a souvenir into the Loge level. Dodgers 1, Twins 1. No runs for the Dodgers since Ohtani's 1-out homer in the bottom of the 1st. On an 0-1 pitch, Edman takes strike 2. Changeup missed the outside corner, called a strike. I would love to get an explanation for that part of the plate from Charlie Ramos later. Here comes the 0-2. That's even further outside. Yep. And if you're the Twins, if you're going to get 6 inches off the plate, why not try for 8?
Yeah, there was a team in Atlanta that had some pitchers that could hit that outside corner a lot.
A ball and 2 strikes on Edman. The pitch. That is lined into left field over the glove of a leaping Lewis at third base. A 2-out single for Tommy Edman continues the 5th.
Well, looking ahead, it's going to be Roki Sasaki bobblehead night, Dodger Stadium, the 4th of August. Cardinals are in. There's 40,000 fans in attendance. A special Roki Sasaki bobblehead presented by Inaba. So for tickets and information, go online, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Now the last of the order, James Outman. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Tommy Edman giving the Dodgers a 2-out base runner. This is the best 2-out offense in the majors this year. Edman with a conservative lead as Paddock goes into the stretch. Outman hits it in the air, right center field. Shallow, though, playable for somebody. It'll be Byron Buxton drifting over from center to make the catch. So Edman's 2-out single is stranded on the bases. That's another scoreless inning for Paddock.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
All right, so here's the Mets home jersey. To me, growing up in New York, also a very iconic jersey. The blue pinstripes that represented the Dodgers. Got the orange outline, which represented the Giants, which are the 2 teams that left New York. And then subsequently, the Mets were created. You know, my parents were Mets fans growing up, and this was the jersey that I also dreamed of wearing.
San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamava.com.
Tyler Glasnow returns to the mound for the top of the 6th. Dodgers and Twins level at 1 in this series finale. Glasnow faced 2, 3, and 4 from Minnesota. Billy Castro fouls a strike over the net to our left in the Lowe's level.
And probably the last inning for Glasnow. That's now 78 pitches. And especially just his 3rd start since coming off the injured list. But this has been another big step forward for the right-hander. Get a return of his starter pitching.
It's ball in the dirt, 1-1 on Castro. Yeah, and if Royce Lewis did not exist, it would be an even better outing. Lewis is the owner of 2 of the 3 Minnesota hits, including the solo home run that tied the game in the top of the 3rd. On a 1-1, Castro jumps out of the way of ball 2 down and in. The Dodger bullpen is thin, so you can understand a temptation perhaps, or a thought, well, hey, let's see if you can maybe stretch Glasnow through the 7th, but there's stretching and calisthenics happening in the Dodger left field pen, so I agree with you, Mo. I think this is probably the last inning. Fouled back, strike 2, squaring the count.
Well, he's at 81 pitches right now. Dave Roberts spent a lot of time. I think it's interesting to watch managers, during innings, in between the half innings as well. Roberts spent a lot of time looking at the lineup sheet, the lineup card, the batting order, and who's available for the Twins and his own team, in particular out of the bullpen.
2-2. Castro checks his swing, fouls it toward the Dodger dugout.
I mentioned this the last road trip. Managers are not just managing from one batter to the next or even one inning. They are thinking 2-3 innings in advance.
Oh, I mean, and there are some people thinking 2-3 weeks in advance.
Well, in order
ball
to set
three,
up,
full count.
Yeah, in order to set up, first of all, your rotation, who's healthy, how you're managing the bullpen. Are you going to save some of your guys in the bullpen because the team is coming in tomorrow night, or the team you're going to be facing in 2 days has more left-handed hitters than right-handed hitters?
3-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout for Glasnow. Mark at 8. One gone in the 6th. Back to you, Mo.
Well, managing, a lot of people, well, why did he do that? Well, how about at the moment? Did they say that? Did they say, hey, you need to pinch hit this guy, put that guy in? How about the other night? You change out when you put him in center field in the 9th inning. You've got a lead, figure, well, it's not going to really matter. Turns out the game-saving catch.
Fouled away by Trevor Larnach, strike 1.
This game looks easy to play. It's not. It looks easy to manage. It's not.
$162 games, spring training before that, postseason hopefully after it if you're lucky. Glasnow's 0-1, just misses outside.
Yeah. The game looks easy to play because everybody believes they can play it.
Well,
not at this level.
No, and really not even at the minor league level too.
No.
But
we see that a lot when we see young guys come up for the minor leagues. It's just been tearing apart.
Strike 2 called for Glasnow below the zone. We'll take that, Gift.
And then they come up here, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, they go, what was that? That's called a major league pitch. That's called a major league play.
Tied at 1, top of the 6th. 1 out, nobody on. A 1-2 to Larnach. Check swing and a ball in the dirt. He went around. That's another K for Tyler Glasnow. 3 in a row, 9 in his outing.
Yeah, this has been a very good outing for Tyler Glasnow.
He has absolutely owned the Minnesota Twins in his Dodger career.
Yeah. Well, even though that pitch was, it was not a strike, it's in the dirt. But he got ahead early.
Try to get ahead of Ryan Jeffers, the catcher in the cleanup spot. 2 outs, bases clear. The pitch. And he does get ahead with a swing and a miss on a slider down and outside.
The other thing, I mentioned this in the pregame show, for Tyler Glasnow entered the ball game today. With 2 strikes, opposing batters are hitting .038.
It's pretty good if you're Tyler Glasnow. Whew.
Yeah.
Strike 2 is good too. 96 on the outside corner.
It tells you as a hitter, you had 2 strikes only against Glasnow this year. I want to hope it starts raining hard.
Here comes the 0-2. Check swing, ball in the dirt. He held up.
And if you're thinking this afternoon in L.A., I'd like for it to start raining, you got no chance.
No.
There's not a cloud in the sky that we can see.
Still 80 degrees. Final game of the homestand. It's been a tough ride of late for the Dodgers, trying to end this with a series win. Tied at 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Rushing Ada with the chest protector. Dribbles in front of the plate. Count squares up 2-2. New season high for Tyler Glasnow with these 9 strikeouts, and he's on the verge of getting double digits. Last April, he had one of the best outings of his career, matched his career high with 14 Ks against the Twins.
This pitch will be number 93.
It's a 2-2 to Jeffers. And it is a hair outside. Glasnow wanted it, didn't get it. He received that ball with some anger. Rushing threw it back, and Glasnow kind of threw the glove at it and basically threw it at the home plate umpire. It was outside, but it was close. So now 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3. That was several inches inside off the plate, but Tyler Glasnow will take it as he strikes out the side in the top of the sixth. 10 strikeouts for Glasnow. He's allowed just 1 run in his 6 innings of work. We are tied at 1. 5.5 innings gone at Dodger Stadium.
If you're feeling bogged down by the dog days of summer, Virgo, it might be time to take a beat in the clubhouse before you get back onto the diamond. You've been bringing your A game all season long, and you don't want to flame out before September. Conserving your energy now will help you crush the game late into October.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
South side of Chicago, where are you at? This was the first time I got traded, but I was so excited to wear these pinstripes and be a South side of Chicago boy. This jersey right here is an all-star jersey. You can see on the back the all-stars and the all-star patch there. Being an all-star and being who I was called over there to be was something I was real proud of.
Mookie Betts in the top of the order for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th. Tied with the Twins 1-1 in the rubber game of the 3-game series. Mookie Betts takes strike 1 from Chris Paddack. And Mo, Paddack, we talked about his struggles coming into it, but you have to give credit. He has absolutely filled up the strike zone today, especially with the fastball. On an 0-1 pitch, he misses outside. With the breaker, it's 1-1 on Betts.
Yeah, the fastball, but I think he's improved the fastball by also having control of that off-speed pitch as well.
A 1-1. A wave and a miss. 1-2. Mookie 0 for 2 today. Flew out to right and then rolled out to short. On a 1-2 pitch from Paddack. Mookie watches, strike 3 called. It was off the plate. Betts did not like the call, but he's got to live with it. That's strikeout number 7 for Paddack, and the frustrations continue for Betts.
As of yet, no one throwing in the Dodgers bullpen.
Shohei Ohtani swings through Paddack's first offering, strike 1.
And that's with Glasnow at 94 pitches.
Paddack's 0-1 pitch. Ohtani sliced it foul, left field side. Quickly 0-2. Ohtani will ask and be granted time. Shohei's 1 for 2 today. Homered in the first, struck out in the third. He's gone deep in 5 straight games. Behind 0-2, Paddack deals and misses upstairs. That home run came in a 2-strike count. That's the 13th home run out of his 37 this year on a 2-strike pitch.
And it was a curveball that he hit out on 0-2.
Here's the pitch. And Paddack gets Ohtani to strike out swinging, tipped it into the glove.
Yeah, and we're beginning to see a pattern now, too. And I mentioned Ohtani in the month of July hitting a 203 as he entered today's game. We're seeing a pattern now with guys, once they can get ahead of Ohtani, or even trying to get ahead for that matter, elevating the fastball and see if he will continue to chase it higher, higher, and higher. Right there he did.
2 outs, bases empty. Teoscar Hernandez digs in. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of base hits. Paddack starts him off with a fastball that just missed the outside edge. Ball 1. Teoscar was 1 for 15 out of the All-Star break before today. Now 2 for 2. The pitch. Chop foul. Ball and a strike. Tied at 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Brought to you by the hard-working Chevy Silverado. Built on a legacy of long-lasting dependability. See your Southern California Chevy dealers today or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Paddock at just 76 pitches as he prepares for this 1-1. Misses low and outside. Ball 2. Former San Diego Padre Chris Paddock dealt with some injuries after moving to Minnesota. Teoscar Hernandez pushes a fly ball to right field on the warning track. Larnach is there to make the catch. It was a slicing liner. It didn't have enough elevation or carry. Another 1-2-3 scoreless inning for Paddock. Tied at 1 at the...
I remember the first series I had, the first home run I hit was a grand slam against Seattle, which was the team that I had played for the year before. As we know, Cleveland can get a little cold, so I would wear the dark blue long sleeves. And for some reason, this jersey, I always liked my jersey a little longer. The reasons for it, for a little padding, so when I would slide, I wouldn't get all patched up and roughed up.
Left center Profar sprints over. Oh, he lost it.
He did not see that ball. He didn't even come close to it.
These interactions between De La Cruz and Tito Francona have been priceless.
Come on, man. Got it there? Yes, indeed. And the ball wasn't the only thing that landed in the basket.
What in the world happened out there to Jung-Hoo Lee?
That's wild. I mean, you don't see that in the big leagues.
Dodgers base.
Minnesota. Glasnow's first pitch, skied high in the air, left field, slicing toward Pajes, who calls off Outman and makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out for Glasnow in the 7th. There is activity in the bullpen. Alex Vesia is the first one up and throwing. But Tyler Glasnow is telling Dave Roberts he was good to go back to the mound as he nears 100 pitches. And this is a really encouraging sign on a number of fronts for the Dodgers, Mo.
It is, and especially the 3rd trip off the injured list. So that first pitch, now he's at 95.
1 out, nobody on. Ty France takes strike 1. Glasnow ready. Fires an 0-1 pitch. Misses low and outside. On a 1-1, France waves at strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. The pitch in the dirt. 2-2 now. Glasnow will try again to get France. And he does. Strike 3 swinging. This one goes up to 11 for Tyler Glasnow, as in 11 punch-outs.
Welcome back, big right-hander. So that's one of the best breaking balls he's thrown. That started real in the upper part of the strike zone and wound up in the dirt.
Top of the 7th brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it is group day at Shakey's.com. It is glass now day for the Dodgers. Remains in to face Matt Wallner. Ball 1 down and in.
Yeah. Good news is Glasnow's pitched very well. Bad news is the hitting, other than the home run by Ohtani, has been sparse.
First time this year we've seen Glasnow pitch into the 7th. Now he can try to finish the 7th. There's a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 on Wallner. The pitch. That's strike 2. Slider down and in. Wallner steps out. Glasnow at 103 pitches. Pitch 104 is spiked in the dirt. The 2-2 just missed the inside corner. Wallner fell back like he was about to get hit. That was really close to being strike 3.
Well, depending on which graphic you're looking at, it was.
So now it's 3-2 on a payoff pitch. Wallner strikes out swinging. Tyler Glasnow. Sensational on this Wednesday afternoon. Back-to-back strikeouts to give him 12 in 7 strong. We stretch at Dodger Stadium with a game tied at 1. Can the offense give them a win now?
When you want Dodgers.
If you want a Cy Young, 73, 5, and 6, I've got an extra 5. And then it says, has worked as a TV commentator. You know, and I did start back in 1978. I did the Yankees and the Red Sox playing the one-game playoff. And ABC said if the Yankees win, Reggie will play, and then you'll go broadcast with Howard Cosell and Keith Jackson. And that's how I started my broadcast. And that's the Bucky Dent home run. So every time I see Bucky Dent, I go, thank you for making me a broadcaster.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thanks, Chef.
New pitcher in the game for Minnesota. Pitcher change brought to you by Navi and HVAC and water heater products. It's Danny Coulombe, a left-hander, comes on to face Freddie Freeman, Andy Pages, and Dalton Rushing. Game tied at 1, bottom of the 7th inning. Tyler Glasnow deserves a win. The Dodgers need a run here in the bottom of the 7th to give him a shot at it. Strike 1 to Freddie Freeman. Freddie's 0 for 2. Last time up, grounded into a double play. Coulombe's 0-1. And Freddie slices it to left field. It is sinking fast. It will drop down for a hit. Go-ahead run on for the Dodgers starting the 7th.
Some offense, and the Dodgers have had some big swings. 2 very well-pitched games today. Paddock for the Twins in his 6 innings. And what a remarkable outing by Tyler Glasnow. And again, just his 3rd start since coming off the injury list, and what a start it was.
Andy Pages, he's 0 for 2. Freeman on first, nobody out, bottom 7, tied at 1. First pitch, lasered to left, but it hooks foul into the net. Strike 1. Pages anxious to hit as he's working on a home run streak. I know Ohtani's stolen those headlines going deep in 5 straight games, but back-to-back contests that Andy has left the yard. The lefty Coulombe looks at Freeman on first, deals to Pages, and misses down and in. A ball and a strike. And a 1-1 count. Coulombe deals. Pages swings and hits it foul off the front of the Dodger dugout. Falling behind 1-2. Dodgers need a win today to take this series from Minnesota. 3rd place team in the American League Central, a down AL Central this year. Everybody looking up at the Detroit Tigers. Detroit actually the only team in the division above 500. On a 1-2 pitch, Pages fouls one away toward the on-deck circle of the Dodgers, where Will Smith is on deck, ready to pinch hit. Now Dave Roberts sensing the urgency we were discussing earlier, Mo, the importance of winning today's game before the road trip. Go ahead, runner on first, nobody out in the 7th. Another 1-2, Pages with another foul ball on the 3rd base side. Bottom of the 7th inning brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Is now the time the Dodger offense punches through. Another 1-2 pitch. Pages battling, slices one foul to the right side.
Now we saw Pages in that one big spurt, where he was just really active with the bat. And particularly when he had 2 strikes on him, he was going to right field or right center field, staying on the ball a little bit longer.
The pitch upstairs, ball 2. Pages has the count even.
The outfield, Buxton is playing shallow parking lot right now. He's so deep.
Freddie's running for second. Ball in the dirt. Skips off of Jeffers. Dribbles toward the Twins on deck circle. Freddie's going to hold at second. The go-ahead run in scoring position. The count rather is now full for Pages. Tied at 1, bottom 7. Freeman on second, nobody out. 3-2 the count for Pages. The 9th pitch to him is ball 4. Just missed the top of the zone. The first 2 Dodgers are on to begin the 7th.
And what an at-bat for Andy Pages. Behind in the count with 2 strikes very early. Winds up with the walk. And this is unique. The Dodgers, there haven't been much hitting to begin with. Twins are 0 for 2 runners in scoring position. This is the first official at-bat the Dodgers have today with a runner in scoring position.
Mound visit from Pete Mackey, the pitching coach for Minnesota. The entirety of the Twin infield is there as well. It was a righty warming, or a couple of them warming in the bullpen for Minnesota. Dave Roberts pinch hitting Will Smith, the National League batting leader. Will Smith 3 for 8 in the series, hit 2 home runs on Monday. Tied at 1, bottom 7. No outs, first and second. The pitch. Smith swings over the top of strike 1. A breaker down and in from Coulombe. Will Smith paces the NL not just in batting average, but in on-base percentage. Clutch with Risp. Tough against left-handed pitching. Just the recipe for him to be up there as a pinch hitter. He takes the ball down and in. The count evens out.
All right, he's been a very good contact hitter, and this is a spot right here. You just want to make sure you keep the ball off the ground, avoid that double play ball.
On a 1-1. Smith swings through, strike two.
And that's just a bad pitch and over anxious.
Smith steps out and takes time. Climbs back into the batter's box. Freeman, the go-ahead run, is on second. Pajes is on first. No outs in the seventh. A tie game 1-1. The 1-2 pitch. Dives downstairs. Count levels out 2-2.
Freeman not able to get a huge lead at second. The second baseman's not that far off the bag.
The 2-2 pitch. Smith swings and skies it. Shallow left center field. Buxton calling for it. He makes the catch. Freeman and Pajes both have to hold. Back-to-back pinch hitters for the Dodgers. Stepping in now for Ha-Seong Kim, Miguel Rojas. And that appears to be all for Danny Coulomb. Rocco Baldelli with a slow walk to the mound. He makes a call to the bullpen. The game is tied at 1. The Dodgers, though, have runners on first and second, 1 out in the inning. We'll be right back to see if LA can take the lead.
At Verizon, lock in our low price, plus free roaming included in Mexico. Discover the best carne asada. Never miss a text from the group chat.
St. Louis Cardinals, one of the cleanest jerseys in the game. I've always felt that way. And, the birds on the bat, just an iconic logo. I mean, look how rich that yellowish gold is in the bat. All the stitching with the birds. I've just always thought it's one of the best looks in the game. 35 is the number I wore in my Major League debut. I actually think this might be the jersey from my Major League debut. So that was 2010, May 29th.
Take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi.
Animation is great.
We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central, with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not?
Right? He was when he was with the Cubs.
Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's all
I know this guy.
Look at that jawline.
Dodgers. It's the right-hander Louis Varland. His brother Gus was a former Dodger, and by now the Dodgers familiar with the Varland family.
Well, they've seen him in each of the first 2 games, so might as well make it 3 in a row. He gave up a couple of runs on 3 hits in the 6th inning last night.
Miguel Rojas remains in there to face the righty. The first pitch from Varland, taken low and away, didn't miss by much. Ball 1 for Rojas. Dodgers 1. Twins 1. Bottom of the 7th. First and second for the Dodgers and 1 out. The 1-0 pitch. That's even further outside. Ball 2.
He was at 97. He was at 99 last night.
Dodgers need to score a run here in the 7th to give Tyler Glasnow a shot at a deserved win today. The 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. 97 from Varland on the outside corner. First time we've seen the Dodgers hitting with a runner in scoring position today. It's happening in the bottom of the 7th. Trying to cash in. On a 2-1 pitch, Rojas takes outside, ball 3. Tommy Edman waiting in the wings on deck. Rojas this year as a pinch hitter is 4 for 8. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Load him up.
Now from a hitter's standpoint, keep the ball off the ground.
Bases loaded, only 1 out. Game tied at 1. Infield comes in for the Twins. The first pitch is in the dirt, smothered by the catcher Jeffers. Ball 1 to Edman.
Now just looking at Edman, he's not choking up on the bat. 1 for 2, had a base hit, liner to left field his last time up.
Jeffers walks in front of the plate, now heading toward the mound. Be another conference of the Minnesota infield.
Well, they have a chance. Big night, always a big night at Dodger Stadium. They get back into town on the 5th of August. One of Steven's favorite, Hello Kitty night.
Yeah.
It's the Cardinals. And the first 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a very unique Dodger-themed Hello Kitty crossbody bag. So come on, join us. Dodgers and Cardinals, August 5th. Dodgers.com/promotions for more information.
Can't wait. Now we're ready to go. Bases loaded, 1 out. Tied at 1 in the 7th. The 1-0 pitch to Edman. Swung on and tapped foul. Right of the left-handed batter's box. Dribbling halfway to the Twins' dugout. 1-1.
Well, no, Edman has struggled this month, but this is not a spot that he has struggled in his career. .319 career average, bases loaded. Couple of grand slams. Don't need the grand slam here. Love to have a base hit.
Varland deals. Edman swings, and it's fouled off his foot. It went halfway up the first base line. Varland fielded it through home, but the ball is dead. The count is 1-2 now. The runners will reset. Freeman to third. Pages to second. Rojas to first. A ball and 2 strikes on Edman. Varland delivers. Edman swings. Base hit right field. Freeman scores. Tommy Edman breaks the tie. It's now 2-1. The Dodgers go station to station. The bases are still loaded.
And it looked like Edman did shorten up on the swing a little bit, and he did it with 2 strikes. And that was a breaking ball and a hanger.
James Outman digs in, the last of the order for the Dodgers. Now ahead 2-1. The first pitch from Varland. Swing and a foul tip into the glove, strike 1. Outman today 0 for 2. Batting average down to 105 this year for James. On an 0-1 pitch. Varland misses low. Dodgers have taken the lead 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Still only 1 out, and the bases remain loaded. Pages on third. Rojas on second. Edman on first after the RBI knock. Now a chance for Outman to push the lead. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
He pulled off of it. Actually, Varland gave up 2 runs on 3 hits last night.
The 1-2 pitch. Outman stays alive with a foul ball back. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
2-1 Dodgers, bases loaded, 1 out. Another 1-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. Fielded there at second by Clemens. He comes home and makes a good throw to get Pages at the plate. That's out number one. It got underneath France, the first baseman, but Clemens, as the second baseman, infield in, he made the play.
It was a nice play by Clemens because diving for the ball was France. Did not distract Clemens much at all. And Jeffers, the catcher, kind of smothered that throw as he caught it at home plate.
And I beg your pardon, that's out number two. 2-1 Dodgers, now 2 gone. Bases loaded for Mookie Betts. Here's the pitch. Mookie swings and hits it high in the air right field. Playable, though, for Larnach. He is toward the line, and he makes the catch for the final out. So the Dodgers leave them loaded, but thanks to Tommy Edman, they do have the lead. It's 2-1 Dodgers as we go to the 8th in Los Angeles.
LA's best sports star.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards of memories.
Dodgers make their first pitching change here before the top of the 8th, and the team up 2-1. It's brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations all around Southern California. Tyler Glasnow 7 strong, just 1 run on 3 hits, 1 walk, 12 strikeouts, a new season high. He threw a career high 106 pitches, 69 of them strikes. Now Kirby Yates has the ball, trying to preserve a 2-1 lead. It is ball 1 outside to Royce Lewis. This is the bottom of the order, but this is probably the most dangerous Twin in this series. Royce Lewis is 2 for 2 today with a homer and a double. The pitch. That's inside, ball 2. Well, Tanner Scott on the injured list. Yes, the Dodgers did get relatively good news. Not fully out of the woods yet with Tanner Scott. Kirby Yates, he's the most experienced reliever in terms of closing out games. He has the 8th inning today. A 2-0 pitch to Lewis. Downstairs, ball 3, 3-0. Now, walks were a problem yesterday for the Dodgers, especially for the Dodger bullpen. On a 3-0 pitch, Lewis swings and fouls back a strike. That's a fastball in the heart of the plate. Lewis underneath it.
Yeah, but Lewis is going to get the green light because with 1 swing, especially 3-0, 1 swing could tie this game.
Yates sets for the 3-1. Inside, ball 4, leadoff walk. Tying run on for the Twins. Yesterday, the Dodgers walked in the bullpen. Walked 6 of 23 batters faced. 7 walks total in the game because Yamamoto had 1. 6 of the 7 walks scored for Minnesota. A pinch runner. Royce Lewis is out of the game. Deshaun Kersey Jr. is into it as the runner on first base. Last of the order, Brooks Lee. Lee, a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the right-handed Yates. Edman guarding on the grass in case Lee tries the bunt. He is going to take a pitch outside. A fastball misses, ball 1. So 5 of the first 6 pitches from Yates have been balls. Tying run on, nobody out in the top of the 8-2-1 LA. Runner goes. Yates' pitch is low. No chance for Will
chance
Smith.
Because Hersey was on the move before Yates even came out of the stretch position. The Dodgers have done this year overall total not a very good job at all in paying attention to runners. And this is a one-run game.
7th stolen base for Kersey Jr. Tying run in scoring position with nobody out. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. That's ball 3. Alex Vesia has been in the bullpen for a while, and you wonder how long of a leash Kirby Yates is going to have. 7 balls and 8 pitches thrown. A 3-0 pitch with Byron Buxton on deck. There's a strike. Fastball just catches the inside corner. Now, the fastball has been the more dependable pitch for Kirby of late, but his signature pitch is a splitter, and that one has been a different story. He's trying to find the feel for it. Here today, doesn't have a feel for anything so far. Now the 3-1, swinging a foul ball back. That fills the count 3-2. Now the payoff pitch. Low, ball 4. First 2 Twins on to start the top of the 8th, and now you got problems.
You've got back-to-back walks. You got a 1-run game. You've got a runner at first, and you don't pay attention, and he's off and running before you even come out of the stretch position.
Mark Pryor going to visit the mound here. Top of the 8th brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo celebrating 20 years of good times. The Dodgers just took the lead. Bases loaded, base hit for Tommy Evans scored a run. They couldn't get any more after that, so it's just a 2-1 advantage. They need 6 more outs, but
you just cannot present the game on a platter, and that's what's been handed to Minnesota right here in the 8th inning. First and second, back-to-back walks, a stolen base, you're not paying attention, and now you're working to the top of the lineup.
And Byron Buxton is the happiest Twin that Glasnow is out of the game. He struck out 3 times against Glasnow, 3 of the 12 punch-outs recorded from the Dodgers starter today. First and second, no outs in the 8th. The Dodgers ahead by a run. Their all-star Twin is at the plate. Ball 1 inside.
This is turning out to sound like a broken record when you say, well, ball 1, ball 2.
A veteran Yates searching on the mound. His 1-0 pitch to Buxton. Low, ball 2.
A 1-run game in the 8th inning is not the moment to be searching for pitches that you can get over for strikes. And you better throw in a good strike with Buxton up there because the count's in his favor.
2-0 pitch. There's a strike at the knees. Fastball at 93. 2-1 now. At this point, Alex Vesia is probably hot and ready to go. Buxton, a right-handed hitter. Dodgers entrusting the veteran righty on the mound in Yates. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 on the inside corner. Perhaps got a call, but he and the Dodgers are not going to ask questions about it. 2-2. Tying run in scoring position. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. Off of Buxton's foot. He's walking around as the ball dribbled to the backstop. Dodgers nursing a 1-run lead. Tyler Glasnow did officially leave with that lead. So in line for a win after another strong performance. And now it's up to the bullpen. Minnesota has runners on first and second. No outs in the top of the eighth. Their best hitter and best slugger in the batter's box, Byron Buxton. And he has been the hottest hitter in the American League since the beginning of June. On a 2-2 pitch from Yates, the runners go. Upstairs, ball three. Throw to third. Both runners are safe. A double steal on Yates. Now two are in scoring position, and the count is full on Buxton.
And a perfect time to be running because you've got a pitcher that's really having trouble finding the strike zone. So 3 stolen bases. And there was not a chance for Will Smith there. They were off and running before Yates came out of the stretch position again.
Now the tying run 90 feet away. The go-ahead run on second with no outs. First base is open. 17 pitches for Yates, just 6 of them strikes. Here's the payoff. Ball 4. He has walked the bases loaded. Dave Roberts.
Well, this is
coming out.
Yeah, and he's going to bring the hook with him. But this, in the bigger picture, this is really becoming a concern.
Yeah.
I mean, we can sugarcoat it any way that you want. You face 3 batters. You walk all 3. You give up 3 stolen bases in a 1-run game. There's nobody out.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Alex Vesia going to.
Left center Profar sprints over. Oh, he lost it. He did not see that ball. He didn't even come close to it.
These interactions between De La Cruz and Tito Francona have been priceless.
Come on, man. Okay, got it there. Yes, indeed. And the ball wasn't the only thing that landed in the basket.
What in the world happened out there to Jung-Hoo Lee?
That's wild. I mean, you don't see that in the big leagues.
Large Shakey's Pizza. Way to go, Hefe. Feed more for $5 at Shakey's, the People's Pizza Parlor.
Good news is the Dodgers lead 2-1. Bad news is Minnesota has the bases loaded and nobody out. This is quite the sticky situation that Alex Vesia finds himself coming out of the bullpen to. The Dodgers have had 3 different relievers in the last 2 games, walked 3 batters in less than an inning of work. Castro the batter. First pitch, ground ball left side. Betts to second for 1, the turn for 2. But the game is tied. It's a 6-4-3 double play, so Alex Vesia does his job in terms of recording outs. But Minnesota has reset the scoreboard, tied at 2. It's officially a no decision for Tyler Glasnow. And Minnesota still has a runner on third, a chance to take the lead.
Twins are good to the bench. Also, Harrison Bader's going to come on and pinch run. By the way, nicely turned in the middle by Kim, who got the good feed. Good throw by Mookie Betts. I say Kim, there was Rojas is in at the second base position, but that's a big double play. Yeah, the tying run came around to score. But now to get to Bader, who had a hit last night, did not get a run with a ground ball, but he did not have a good game 1 of this series. He was 0 for 4 with a couple of punch outs.
Mound visit complete. Mark Pryor, Will Smith, and Alex Vesia on the same page for the pinch hitter Bader. Game tied at 2 now. Top of the 8th, 2 out. Go-ahead runner on third. Vesia kicks and fires. Bader swings and misses. Strike one.
Bader has had now, he is a runner on base at third base. So he's had an entire baseball team on base while he's hit in this series. 9 runners. That's 9 runners in scoring position, we might add.
The 0-1 up and away. Ball 1. Obviously, the tying run charged to Kirby Yates, who walked the bases loaded. Dodgers have 14 walks out of the bullpen in 10-plus innings. The 1-1 to Bader. Chop over the head of Vesia. Tough play. Rojas bare hand throw is wide, and Minnesota has taken the lead on a high chopper from Harrison Bader, who's looking toward the sky, thanking the lucky stars for a go-ahead infield single.
Well, it would have been a ball. It was not a strike. And that high bouncer over the mound. No way that Vesia could get it. Amazing that Rojas could even come in, pick the ball up, and in one motion throws the ball.
And Kirby Yates, top step of the dugout, just had his head hanging on the railing for several seconds. Dodgers trail 3-2, top of the 8th, 2 out. Ryan Jeffers, the cleanup spot, is up at the plate. Once again, Mo, we're talking about the Dodgers giving free bases, giving runs away, and potentially giving another game away this disgusting month of July.
Well, and
strike upstairs.
The people are very aware of it because we're talking about it a lot. Leadoff walks, and a study has been done, and we're talking over decades. Leadoff walks in games score 30% of the time, and you're going to walk 3 in a row in a 1-run game in the 8th?
Bader's running for second. Low throw. Will Smith throws down to second. The tag a little late. Stolen base for Bader. That is the 4th Twins stolen base of this 8th inning alone.
Well, here in the 8th inning, the Dodgers are having the game taken right to them by the other team.
Well, actually, it feels like they're just punching themselves in the face. And they're finding joy in it. The Dodgers are going to challenge.
Los Angeles Dodgers are challenging the safe call at second base.
So this will go to review. A challenge from the Dodgers. The safe call on Bader's stolen base at second.
And here's the thing, too. Vesia, left-handed pitcher. There was not much chance at all for Will Smith to even throw the runner out at second base. Yes, the throw is to the third base side of the bag, not really to the optimal first base side of the bag. And it looked like maybe the left foot went right over the top of the bag. The question is, did the right foot stay on the bag? It was tucked underneath long enough to be called safe.
This is a rule, to be honest, that I hope one day is changed. I just don't think it's the spirit of the stolen base. You know, if the runner has the bag at first touch, I think that should be it. The stuff where it comes off for 0.08 milliseconds and the gloves there, I just don't think that's the spirit of what we're watching. And I say that now is obviously the Dodgers want that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm just speaking objectively here.
Yeah, I'm not in agreement at all. If you come off the bag, you're off the bag, period. And here's the follow-up on one of my reasons. Now they have cleared out the second base from the shortstop where they can no longer be in the path of the runner. There's no reason the runner should not be on the bag at all times.
No, well, that is actually an excellent point. That is fair. They have changed the rules.
The call is confirmed. The runner is safe. Dodgers lose its challenge.
And you heard the verbiage there. Yeah. So it's confirmed, not just stands because there wasn't enough evidence. Confirmed as in Bader was safe. So an insurance run in scoring position, 2 outs, top of the 8th. The Dodgers have coughed up the lead. They have spilled the pot of chili here in the top of the 8th inning. They're behind 3-2. A ball and a strike on Jeffers. The pitch from Vesia. Chop foul.
Well, Dave Roberts is saying after the game last night, a tough watch. Well, this inning has been a very tough watch.
Now the 1-2 from Vesia to Jeffers, trying to keep it a one-run game in the dirt. You know, well, you're kind of at the point where it's like if you're going to give it up, then give it up, right? Give up loud contact, a home run or something. But walking the bases loaded, that's one of the more irritating ways to do it.
It's just a non-competitive entrance into an inning in a one-run decision.
2-2 shot down the right field side. It will slice out of play. No change in the count for Vesia against Jeffers. The Dodgers have issued 11 walks yesterday and today. 8 of those Twins have scored. Another 2-2 on the way from Alex Vesia. To left field on a line. Pages is there to make the catch. A line out ends the 8th inning, but not before the Twins plate a pair. They walked the bases loaded. Kirby Yates did, and 2 runs pushed across. So a 3-2.
Yeah, mine was a tops now as well. I hit my first walk-off last year against the Mets.
Jacob Young, Nationals win. Now he's got his first walk-off big league hit.
My dad had bought a stack of them, and I was like, I think we can get these ourselves. But he went ahead and bought a stack for himself.
Like business cards. There you go.
But it was awesome just to have that moment and have everyone so excited to have a picture of you is a fun moment.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
The world champion LA Dodgers audio network never gets old.
Now the Dodgers have to rally. Down 3-2, bottom of the 8th. This is the part of the order you want. Ohtani, Teoscar Hernandez, and Freddie Freeman facing the former Dodger Brock Stewart. The right-hander kicks and fires, and Ohtani swings and fouls back a 98-mile-per-hour fastball, strike 1. Ohtani is 1 for 3 today. A home run in the first and strikeouts in the 3rd and the 6th. Stewart on the first base side, an 0-1. Just misses. That was really close to being strike 2. Instead, the count levels out. Changes for the Twins. Castro now at 3rd, Bader in left, and Kiersey Jr. in right. The 1-1 pitch. Ohtani whiffs at strike 2. Stewart began his career as a Dodger this year, began his year with an injury, a hamstring strain. But since he's been on the mound healthy, you've seen that high-octane right-handed arm. Upper 90s gas. He's ahead of Ohtani 1-2. Dodgers trail by a run in the 8th. Here's the pitch. Ohtani hits it in the air, left field, carrying toward the corner. On the run, Bader. He is there on the warning track. He slips, but he makes the catch. Toward the short wall and left, that was 15 feet shy of the wall, but Bader nearly lost that. What concentration.
As soon as he went from the grass onto the cinders of the warning track, his right foot slipped.
So that's the first out of the 8th. Ohtani just missed another opposite field home run. One out, Teoscar Hernandez up there. He's 2 for 3. Ball 1, low and outside. Call that catch, the save of the game, brought to you by Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. Go blue, cut green. Get a rebate for removing grass and visit BWaterWise.com. One out, base is empty. 3-2 Minnesota. The pitch. Hernandez chops it foul. Now, today's game is brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. What are you feeling, Mo?
Frustrated.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of that to go around of late. Dodgers have coughed up the lead. Twins scored 2 runs in the top of the 8th, now in the bottom half. Can the Dodger bats respond? On a 1-1 pitch, Hernandez takes ball 2 outside. Pleasant sight to see Teoscar find a couple of knocks today. Looking for a third. On a 2-1 pitch, Hernandez, broken bat, roller, left side at short, spinning and firing. High throw off the front of the dugout. I don't think it would have got Hernandez anyway. But the tying run is on for the Dodgers in the 8th on an infield base hit by Teoscar Hernandez, who does have 3 hits today now.
And 2 of them are infield variety. It's a tough play, and Hernandez will give way to a pinch runner. Now the Dodgers get some speed with a potential tying run over at first base.
That'll be Esteury Ruiz, as the Dodgers have nearly emptied the bench. The last one remaining is Michael Conforto.
Now batting for the Dodgers.
Is one. Ruiz takes his secondary lead. Stewart throws over. Tag. Not in time. Head first dive from Ruiz. That's the first disengagement.
And Stewart is quick on that pickoff move.
Ruiz runs. Freeman swings, skies it to left field. Bader on the run. Ruiz has to retreat. I don't know if he sees the ball. He finally finds it. Bader not throwing to first. That is the second out of the inning.
Number 44.
So they put on the hit and run. Saw the run. Couldn't get the hit. It'll be up to Andy Pages in the 8th. Twins 3, Dodgers 2 in this series finale. 2 outs for Pages. Ruiz thinks about going, but then he stays as Stewart misses outside ball 1.
Yeah, that would have been the pitch to go on as a breaking ball. Stewart does not take a whole lot of time getting the ball to his catcher. That was at 1.4 seconds.
Pages 0 for 2 with a walk today. Waiting on a 1-0 pitch. Here it is. Ruiz takes off. It's way outside. No throw for Jeffers. Stolen base for Ruiz.
And back-to-back breaking balls, so that was the perfect pitch. And also, Stewart took a little extra time. That was close to 1.5 seconds. But there was no chance to make the throw. Jeffers, the catcher, had to reach way out, backhand the ball.
Tying run in scoring position for the Dodgers. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. They trail by 1. The 2-0 pitch to Pages. Inside, and that hit him. They're saying go down to first. The Twins waiting for their video team, and they will not challenge. A hit by pitch puts Pages on, and Will Smith now to the plate.
And it looked like it hit the jersey just above the belt buckles.
Well, Will Smith now has a chance with 2 on and 2 out.
Well, now you've got more of a contact guy. I realize that Will Smith flied out to left center as he pinched hit in the 7th inning. But he's familiar with Stewart. Now, how much has Stewart changed from what the Dodgers do when he was wearing a Dodger uniform? Well, Stewart came on in the 5th inning last night, but he did not face Will Smith.
I can't hear you, Dodger fans.
Pitching coach and infield mound visit is over for Stewart. Will Smith came up first and second, no outs as a pinch hitter in the 7th, and he flew out to center field. Now he comes up first and second, 2 outs in the 8th. The Dodgers need a run to tie. Stewart sets. His first pitch is taken for strike 1. That was a pitch off the plate, and Will Smith bending back like, ugh, really? Two on, 2 out. Dodgers chasing 1. The 0-1 to Smith. To the backstop. Both runners advance. 2nd and 3rd now. The count 1-1.
And not very well received by Jeffers. Now, that ball is catchable. He just claimed it.
Yeah, it's not a wild pitch. That's a pass ball. First base is open, and they're going to intentionally walk Will Smith. And you can certainly understand that decision by Rocco Baldelli. So now, does Miguel Rojas take that personally? Bases loaded, 2 outs in the home half of the 8th. The Dodgers behind 3-2. And Rojas has been one of the better hitters in this lineup of late. The first pitch from Stewart. Upstairs, ball 1. Rojas, like Smith, came off the bench to pinch hit in the 7th, and he walked to load the bases. Then Edman had a base hit. That gave the Dodgers a 2-1 lead. Now they trail 3-2. The 1-0 pitch. Hit over the net, foul. Count levels out.
Rojas did not face Stewart last night either. He's only faced him 1 time.
The 1-1. Rojas pops it up. Right side of the infield. Going back from first is France. At second, the catch is made by Clemens. In back-to-back innings, the Dodgers leave them loaded. And this time they get nothing. 3-2 Twins going to the 9th.
Yeah, mine was a tops now as well. I hit my first walk-off last year against the Mets.
Jacob Young, Nationals win. Now he's got his first walk-off big league hit.
Dad had bought a stack of them, and I was like, I think we can get these ourselves, but he went ahead and bought a stack for himself.
Like business cards. There you go.
But it was awesome just to have that moment and have everyone so excited to have a picture of you is a fun moment.
Left center Profar sprints over. Oh, he lost it. He did not see that ball. He didn't even come close to it.
These interactions between De La Cruz and Tito Francona have been priceless. They want
Okay, got it there. Yes, indeed. And the ball wasn't the only thing that landed in the basket.
What in the world happened out there to Jung-Hoo Lee?
That's wild. I mean, you don't see that in the big leagues.
Stay within a run. Anthony Banda is now on the mound. Esteury Ruiz, who pinch ran for Teoscar Hernandez, he's now in the field, but playing left field. That moves Andy Pages over to right. First batter, Cody Clemens takes a slider downstairs. Ball one. The Dodgers are going to need a ninth inning rally to avoid another home series loss. The pitch bends Clemens back, ball two. And this isn't the Houston Astros, this isn't the Milwaukee Brewers. With respect, Minnesota Twins are a major league team, but they have not been a good one for most of this year. Ball three to the leadoff batter, Clemens. And Mo, I'm getting tired of sounding like a broken record with this. 3-0.
All of a sudden, Dodgers pitching has difficulty throwing strikes.
There's one from Banda, 3-1.
It allows hitters to be in a really comfortable count.
The pitch. Swinging a foul ball back, 3-2. Top of the ninth inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Then call 1-877-CARS-4-KIDS now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation, and that's Cars with a K. You know that. Donate your car today. 3-2 Minnesota. The 3-2 pitch. Foul ball back toward our booth. And into our booth. Count remains full for Cody Clemens.
Want a ball?
There's people below us do. Swing and a miss, strike three. So Banda goes from 3-0 to then punching the ticket of Clemens.
That's what you get for fouling a ball in the booth.
That's the 13th strikeout for the Dodgers staff today. Now, 12 of those belong to Tyler Glasnow, who was sensational in his 7 innings of work. First pitch, base hit for Ty France into center field. So an insurance run on for Minnesota. Well, the objective is simple for Banda. Just keep the team within one, give them a chance. Minnesota is hunting some breathing room, and they're probably going to go to Griffin Jacks, given how much Joan Duran worked last night. Strike one to Matt Wallner, the DH in the 7th spot of the order. He's 0 for 3 today with a couple of Ks. Banda out of the stretch, looking at France, the runner on first, comes home and deals, gets a wave and a miss, strike two. It's a good slider from Banda. Time called by Wallner, steps out. No balls, 2 strikes. Midweek getaway day for the Dodgers, and then a lengthy road trip. Boston, Cincinnati, and Tampa Bay. The 0-2, Wallner fouls it toward his own on-deck circle. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Right fielder number 21, Piercy Jr.
One more out to get. Deshaun Kiersey Jr. pinch ran for Royce Lewis. Can't check up on the first pitch from Bonda. That's strike 1. Lewis was the leadoff walk in the 8th, the first of 3 walks issued by Kirby Yates, as the Twins rallied to score 2 of those and take a 3-2 lead. Now Kiersey goes around fully on strike 2.
And then bottom of the 9th, Edman, Outman, Betts, and if somebody gets on, Ohtani.
And so yet again, Mo, potential where because of the lineup change, right, Mookie Betts elevated the leadoff spot, you could see a game end with Ohtani on deck. Bonda's slider just misses outside, nearly had strike 3. Bonda will try again. The 1-2. Fouled away to the left side. Another 1-2 pitch. We'll have to wait because Bonda throws over to first. France was basically in Freeman's back pocket, so he's safe. Dodgers trail 3-2. Top of the 9th inning. 2 outs. The aforementioned France running on first base. The pitch. That's strike 3 called. Front door slider froze him. And so the 1-out base hit is left on by Anthony Bonda. The bottom of the 9th, Edman, Outman, and Betts against Griffin Jacks on the other side.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is a
Boomer is the dog. Then he looked good. I just followed his pitch all the way. And there he is. Boomer's dad.
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
Anytime we can put on these uniforms, the same ones that those guys played before us in the Negro Leagues, it's an honor to put it on and to share this field with them.
It's a piece of history, so I mean, to be able to wear it present day is honestly an unreal feeling. Once the lights are on and the anthem takes place and you're standing there on the line, it'll sink in as to what this moment really means, because I do think it's a meaningful day.
Tribute to his spirit and connection to our city. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball. On top of the mountain. On the world champion.
They get at least 1 run. They trail Minnesota 3-2 in the rubber game of a 3-game series. 8, 9, and 1 due up. Tommy Edman to lead off against the righty Griffin Jacks, one of the best relievers in the American League. His first pitch is in the dirt, ball 1.
I just saw him last night in the 7th inning, hit the first batter he faced. So the Dodgers chased some pitches that were up slightly out of the strike zone.
The 1-0 to Edman is in there for a strike. Tommy's last trip to the plate, bases loaded, 1 out, RBI base hit into right field, gave him a 2-1 lead. Minnesota then flipped the scoreboard in the 8th. Edman is 2 for 3 today. 1-1 pitch. Edman serves it the other way, left field. It will tail into the glove of Harrison Bader for the first out. The bench officially empty. Michael Conforto comes off of it to pinch hit for James Outman. Conforto 2 for 7 in the series. He doubled yesterday, hitting 186 on the season. Though he has swung the bat better of late, and they're counting on that continuing here against Jacks.
And they desperately need him to just keep improving and improving. It's been a long, long battle.
Dodgers down 3-2 in the bottom of the 9th. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch. Conforto rockets a ball right into the glove of Lee in the middle of the diamond from short, and another line out for Michael Conforto this year.
No, you can hit it. You can't always guide it.
So it'll be up to Mookie Betts. Ohtani to the on-deck circle. The Dodgers down to their final out. Mookie is 0 for 4 today. The pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. Dodgers chasing 1. 3-2 Minnesota. Only 1 more out left. The 1-0 pitch. Mookie takes upstairs. Strike 1. Evening the count. On a 1-1 pitch, Mookie checks his swing. That drops in the heart of the plate. Strike 2. Dodgers down to their final strike. Jacks deals, Betts, checks swing. The appeal, no swing. 1 more breath left for the Dodgers. That was close. Oh my. Can Betts make it worth it? On a 2-2, Mookie grounds it foul into the Dodger dugout. It certainly looked like on replay mode that he went around on the check swing 2 pitches ago.
All about perception.
Another 2-2 from Jacks. Mookie with a roller to the left side. He's hustling down. The play at third is not in time. Betts by a hair beat the throw. The tying run is on.
Yeah, and the Twins, here's a spot that they really wouldn't have much to lose if they challenge this play, if they think at all. But right now, they've not shown any indication. So here's the stage that's set with Shohei Ohtani.
Dodger Stadium to its feet.
Well, a couple of things in this series. And now we get a conversation as Baldelli's going to come out and talk to the home plate umpire. Well, do you walk Ohtani? And they are. They're going to walk him.
Yep. Hey, you were reading that right, partner. Yep. You knew it as soon as Baldelli came out of the top step.
Well, the old adage is never let the big guy hurt you. And this is one of those things that the big guy could hurt you. And you're going to be forcing now Esteury Ruiz to come on. Little exposure as far as the number of at-bats. Hasn't played in the big games. So would you rather have Ohtani up there with a runner at first base or walk Ohtani, take the bat out of his hands, put the potential tying and winning runs on base to face a guy that is not really known for his bat.
So this is the biggest spot of Esteury Ruiz's young Dodger career. Came off the bench as a pinch runner for Teoscar Hernandez in the 8th. Stole second, but unfortunately the Dodgers never brought him home. Now he's got a chance to swing the bat and make an impact.
Well, this is how much they respect Ohtani. And now for Ruiz, he's got to just be able to focus. Okay, get a good pitch to begin with. Don't try and do too much with it. A base hit can get the tying run to home plate.
First and second, 2 outs. The pitch in the dirt. Well blocked by Jeffers. Ball 1. Betts on second, the tying run. Ohtani on first, the potential winning run. The Dodgers with 7 walk-off wins this year. Trying to rally from this 3-2 deficit. The 1-0 pitch. Ruiz stays away from ball 2 downstairs. Everybody left at Dodger Stadium on their feet. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Low, ball 3. Freddie Freeman knocks the donut off the bat in the on-deck circle.
Well, the story did not look down for a sign, but in his mind he's going to be saying, I'm taking here 3-0.
He might take the next 2.
Well, it might be a good time to crowd the plate. Get as close to it as you can in your stance.
The 3-0 from Jax. Inside corner. Strike 1. Ruiz jumped out of the way trying to sell ball 4. But that was comfortably in there from Jax. 3-1. 3-2 on the scoreboard. 3-1 in the count. The pitch from Jax. Upstairs. Ball 4. Freddie Freeman will have a shot. Now the winning run in scoring position.
Freeman has faced Jax just 1 time ever. Did not have a hit. Put the ball into play.
3-2 Twins. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The pitch to Freddie is in there for strike 1. Freeman today 1 for 4 with a base hit. Jax out of the stretch, the 0-1. That's in there, strike 2. Just got the bottom of the zone. Betts on third, Ohtani on second, Ruiz on first. Dodgers down to their final strike once again. The 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Jeffers.
For Betts over at third base, you can get a decent lead. Lewis, the third baseman, is back, so anticipate a wild pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes for Freddie Freeman.
Betts needs to get off the bag. Look, now he is.
The 1-2 on the way. Freeman slices it foul. He'll stay alive for 1 more. Remember, Freddie's been looking for his swing for the last 2 months. He looked at video from the World Series, which he kicked off with a bases-loaded opportunity and a grand slam in the 10th. Up with the bases loaded here today in the 9th. Behind Jax 1 and 2. The righter deals. Freddie, left field. It is not caught by Bader. Betts scores. Ohtani behind him, and the Dodgers walk it off. A head first diving catch attempt by Harrison Bader in left. He could not come up with it, and the Dodgers come up with a win.
It's why you never leave the ballpark. This ball club is full of electricity. They have an uncanny way of coming up with big plays, big hits with 2 outs in an inning. And for the Twins, they gambled. With Betts at first and 2 outs, they take the bat out of the hands of Ohtani. They walk him intentionally, put runners at first and second. You got the tying and the winning runners on. They wanted to work to Esteury Ruiz, the least known of the Dodger hitters, and walked him on a 3-1 pitch. And then Freeman with 2 strikes. Terrific effort by Bader. But you don't discount this ball club. And I don't think they need to discount themselves. And they had to work themselves out.
Mo, we talked about it before.